This is Last Stop. It was recommended to me by viewer Scott Lannon, who was pretty excited about it, was sharing information about it on Twitter. And it does look pretty cool. So I picked it up. It's a very story-driven game, from what I can tell, by people who've made other story-driven games that I've appreciated, whose titles I've forgotten and should have reminded myself about before I began this video. Whatever, we're in it now. We're just gonna commit. So I'm not sure about the audio mix right now. I've set it up so that the music is way down, the sound effects are okay, and the dialogue is at 100%. My hope is that I'll be able to talk throughout most of the game, but whenever somebody else talks, I can shut up and you'll be able to hear their dialogue at the right volume, and I won't have to keep messing with the dialogue, with the sound mixer, because that can be a little bit annoying, I realize, if I just have constantly raising and lowering the volume, so I'm gonna try to keep that under control. And Nowanmai is actually recommending, I think, or Nowanmai in my chat is actually recommending that I take the music down even further. So maybe I'll do that real fast. Just one more little titch. There we go. Okay, so let's find out what this game is, because I don't feel like I know a ton about it. Though some people are commenting in the chat that it looks like this game probably takes place in England from the props that we're seeing here, from the way that highways are annotated, or motorways, I should say. There's a telephone box, things like that. Let's see what this is about. Now, unfortunately, when music is the only thing going on, the fact that I've reduced it might make it hard to hear. Or no, maybe there's no music in this part at all.
You're off your rocker, Pete. You know that.
Oi, get back here!
Shit. What do you think?
Just run, you idiot.
Bollocks.
Over there!
Come on, down here.
No, Pete.
Do constables still wear those hats?
There's a train!
Oh.
Peter!
Just don't stop.
Okay, it's one of these games.
You alright?
Get back here!
What would have happened if I had not succeeded at that?
Guess we're going down.
Virginia. Thank you, Cogs. That was the other game that these folks made. I'll put a card up in the upper right corner of the screen to let people know where to find my video about Virginia, which I also really liked. I think I made a video of it. Maybe I didn't. Maybe there'll be no card up there, because I forgot that I hadn't made a video of it. I'm pretty sure I did, though. Oh no.
Big trouble!
Come on, this way. See ya. Come on. There. Nice work. What?
Huh?
You're late.
Hi?
You were supposed to be here 20 minutes ago. I gave you clear instructions. Anyway, come on. We can probably still make it if you're quick.
What are you talking about?
Hang on, Pete. Hey, mate, can you get us out of here?
What? Are you kidding? Didn't you hear me? We don't have time for this. Either you're coming or piss off. But don't expect a refund. This isn't a charity.
Guess we're going with him then.
What the what? What is this? I wasn't expecting a green glowing door from
Sam,
this game.
what are you doing? That thing's radioactive. Get back.
Chicken.
Sam! Oh my god.
It's now or never, son! They're over there! So be it.
Wait!
You're nicked.
The other one's through that door. Gotcha!
No. I don't believe it.
Interesting. So, I play the character who does not go through the magical door. Huh. Not what I was expecting. Wait, what? What? Okay, so there's a prologue, and then I'm going to choose which chapter 1 I want to have? How does this work? Let's go with domestic affairs.
The next station is Saltcellar Lane.
All right. By the way, John Bloke confirms that constables do still wear those hats.
Human life?
Oh, do I value all human life?
More or less.
Are there circumstances where it's appropriate to deceive a loved one or partner?
Sure. Everyone lies.
And to take the life of a loved one?
There would have to be a bloody good reason.
Are you capable of suicide?
Oh, what?
Been known to, but only after a few drinks.
Please be cooperative, Miss Hughes.
What is your greatest fear?
That this interview will never end.
Are you afraid of answering questions?
Come on, ask a real one.
If you were to be sent on a long trip, how long could you be away from your normal life?
What do you mean?
We mean your life outside of work, your attachments, your family.
Whatever was required of me.
Even years?
What if the trip was indefinite?
Is it?
Thank you, Miss Hughes. We appreciate your time.
That'll be all for now.
Oh, that was weird. Never mind.
Got me on speed dial?
You got a spare hour or two?
I may have.
I'm coming over.
Okay, so a couple of things to note. I didn't want to do anything while people were talking, but when I was offered those questions, it was not giving me typically sort of the binary responses you usually see in, say, like an RPG, which is all about, sort of self-definition. In most of those cases, she just had different flavors of saying about the same thing. So basically what they're establishing is that this is a specific character who's got a specific attitude and approach, and you're in control of sort of the details of how she goes about her life, but you're not deciding who she is. The writers have decided who she is. So this does strike me as being very similar to like a Quantic Dream game, right? Where it's about playing through a story and maybe I'm going to make some meaningful choices. It might just be about sort of getting through it, though, with things like QuickTime events.
Mina! Mina Hughes!
Wait, what's with the faceless people? I guess that's stylistic? Wait, what? What? What are we doing? Unguarded smile, doesn't seem faked. Overly keen to make a good impression. Total rookie, doubt she's seen combat. Name badge. Full name, Amy Ing. Not a name I plan to remember. Surprised at her clearance level. Hand, slight tremble, nervous or excitement. Either way, she's unguarded with her feelings. No wedding ring is smart. Negligible. What kind of robot woman am I?
Mina.
Do you mind if I get past?
I'm Amy. Amy Ung. I'm pretty new here. I can understand why you wouldn't remember me.
Hi. Can you move, please? Thanks.
Oh, sorry.
I
You're
am
a big
a
deal
jerk.
around here. I thought maybe you could give me some tips. I read your Operation Bloodhound report at Sandhurst. You know they use you as a case study there as an example of how to keep a clear head under extreme pressure.
Okay.
Since then, I've been doing a lot of meditation. I think it helps a lot, you know? Oh, what am I saying? You don't need me to tell you that.
Sorry, are we going the same way?
Anyway, I've been with the company about 18 months now, just transferred over from the Gibraltar office. Have you been stationed there before? Sorry, that's a stupid question. There's good work being done over there at the moment, but obviously it's nothing compared to HQ. I'm really lucky to get the opportunity to work down here. Hey, maybe we'll end up working together at some point. It would be great to shadow you, to learn from the best.
Real quick, I just wanted to point out how accurately those characters' feet moved up that staircase. That's very unusual. Usually staircases are just secret ramps, and you just sort of vaguely approximate where feet belong on them, and you don't try to get it right. They actually synced up the feet with the steps. That was really cool.
Right. I've heard so much about you. It's an honor to meet the legend in person.
This is my stop. Are you using the lift?
Oh, no. It's been lovely to meet you. Bye.
I'm such a jerk.
Hughes.
Sir.
See you've met Amy.
Is that her name?
Promising recruit, that one.
She doesn't know when to shut up.
She's getting fast-tracked.
What?
Blasted thing.
Fast-tracked where?
The most intelligent people in the world working here, and we can't even get a lift to operate reliably.
What department?
Advanced Dynamics, your section.
So I'm her boss.
No. About bloody time. She'll be reporting to me for the time being. I want to oversee her progress directly.
Why the special treatment?
I've decided to include Amy in the selection process, same as you. I hear she performed very well. Let's see who comes out on top. I think this is your stop, Hughes.
Sir.
I like that with him, I'm being dismissed, almost the same way I was dismissing. It's like I'm being this like officious, self-important person, but then I get immediately into a situation where I can't be as self-important. So yeah, the character of Amy reminds me painfully of myself. Somebody who talks a lot and worries about people resenting him for it. So I'm just letting the camera kind of direct me to where I think I'm supposed to go. I'm not sure I'm making the right decisions here, but it seems like it just keeps opening up. Should I go in here? No. No, I should definitely not. Okay. Couldn't have put like a barricade or something there? I don't know. They're doing a lot of reverse angles while you're controlling a character, and that can get awkward. Even they're handling it pretty well with the controls, but it's just intrinsically awkward. Dear Mina, I hope you're well. What would you like for your birthday? Sincerely, Dad. Dad, you don't need to text like you're writing a letter. Oh, yes, you do. So that's how I text, too. Mina, thank you for your message. I will correspond with you in whatever manner I feel comfortable with. Would an M&S voucher be sufficient? Sincerely, Dad. Yes, Dad, it will be most delightful. Dear Mina, in light of your cordial visit later this evening, I've decided to delay my routine eating hours to suit your inappropriate work schedule. Dinner shall be served at 19:30. Your suggestion of eating at 20 o'clock is simply not possible. I hope we can both agree this is a suitable compromise. Sincerely, Dad. By the way, when you see 20:00 and you're from Europe and that's a normal way of writing the time, do you say 20 o'clock? Is that how you read that? I genuinely don't know, because in the United States we always go AM and PM and we split it up. It never goes higher than 12. And so just saying 20 o'clock feels wrong to me. But I don't know if it feels wrong just because I'm American or if it feels wrong because that actually literally no one says that. So No One My says still 8 o'clock, and John Bloke says 2000. Scott Landon says I just say 8 p.m. Okay, so the fact that he's writing 20 o'clock, that's a way that you would write a time for clarity, but actually in interpersonal conversation you would still say 8 o'clock. Okay, I love that, like, my only option down here, I'm just looking at my selections for the first time, my only option is to lie to my father. It's the only thing I'm allowed to do in this situation. So, double booked. Hey Dad, sorry this is last minute, but can we arrange me to come over another time? I realized I arranged a while back to go out to dinner with a friend tonight. How did that know I was done reading? It went away as soon as I was done reading, even though I stumbled a little bit on the words. So doing a pretty good job in general of using the camera to tell me where I'm supposed to go.
Come for a checkup, have you?
Very good.
Can't get enough of my sensitive bedside manner.
Skip to the end. I don't want to stay out here all night.
Hey, just having a bit of fun.
Save it for the bedroom. Fun starts upstairs.
Oh, hello. I feel like I shouldn't be in here with them. Okay, anyway. Guess that's what I did instead of visiting my dad. So far, I don't know why this is a game. Because... So I guess the main benefit of this being a game is that I can see all the different permutations of what she might say. Because so far this has been very linear. There's only one possible outcome really for each choice. I'm just, I can only walk to one place whenever I'm given the freedom to walk. There's a little bit of a benefit that I get from being the character. I keep referring to this character as me. So I am identifying with her a little bit more than maybe I would. I don't know though, because people are really good at identifying with characters in like linear, media that doesn't have any interactivity. So I actually, I don't know if I would be identifying with her any more or less if this was not a game. But I think the main thing so far that makes this valuable as a game is that when she's about to say something, I get to see the other things that she's thinking of saying. I get to sort of get a broader, sort of impression of her attitude. And it's able to communicate things to me that normally you wouldn't see just from an actor's performance. But is this my door? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so really good implication of where I needed to go. Nice work with the cinematography. And maybe, that's one thing that makes it an interesting game to check out, is because the degree to which they're using cinematography to show me what I'm expected to do. They frame it, and then all of my habits from watching, many, many, many TV shows and movies tell me that this is how the character is supposed to move because this is how the shot is framed. And so that's a really interesting experiment to be doing, and they're doing a good job of it so far. But yeah, so far I don't know what other benefit to the story the interactivity has, except for seeing deeper into her psyche. Okay, so what do we want? Merlot, whiskey, or water? She seems really stressed out. Let's go for the whiskey. Pour. There we. Okay, couldn't figure out the gesture they wanted me to do exactly. So yeah, this is very much like a Quantum Dream game, just like lots of random interactions that I need to do. Oh,
you're right, babe.
The husband? Uh-oh.
Yeah, just had a long day.
Oh, my babe's saving the world again, is she?
The most exciting desk job there is.
Anything I can help with?
Can't talk about it, I'm afraid.
Back rub?
I feel bad.
I'm gonna hold you to that. Dylan in bed?
Mm-mm. I'll let him wait up for you. Make sure he's reading and not watching TV.
I'll go say goodnight.
So not only is she having an affair, she's having an affair with somebody who's like 2 doors down.
Hey, Dylan.
That's like insult to injury.
Hi.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, just reading. How's Grandad?
What? Oh, yeah, he's fine. I told him about your 200-meter swimming badge. He was very proud.
500 meters, Mum. I got my 200-meter badge ages ago. Why do you always forget this stuff?
Oh, sorry. You're just getting too fast at getting these badges. It's hard to keep track.
Dad said you'll come and watch me do my 750 meters. Please say you'll come this time. You missed the 400 and the 300. Everyone else's mum's come.
I'm sorry, darling. You know that it's hard for me to always get away from work. But I'll make a special effort next time. I'll put it in my diary and underline it in red pen. Okay, now it's getting late. Time for bed.
Oh, come on. Can't I stay up until 9? Dad always lets me stay up a little longer if I'm reading.
Nice try. Come on, Dylan, lights out. Mum's tired.
It's not fair.
Deal with it. LinkedIn decisions. So relatable. She sleeps in her bra? Okay. I mean, some people do that. Okay, so you're going to go through each of these stories one chapter at a time. Okay, so you just went through chapter 1 of that first story, but now we get you to go through chapter 1 of probably both of these before you return to the original story. Interesting. One thing, by the way, when that kid was talking about, all the other mums come, it kind of reminded me of this thing. So I've been listening to the Fall of Civilizations podcast, and I'm on the most recent episode now, finally. I've blown through the previous dozen, and it's about the Assyrian Empire, and they've actually discovered a ton of documents from that era, like on clay tablets. So many that they haven't even been translated. People haven't even looked at most of them. There's so much left over from the Assyrian Empire. And as an example, the host read a letter that a son had sent home from boarding school to his parents, and he basically says that every year all the other kids have new clothes, and he's the only kid whose parents won't buy him new clothes. And it just seemed so normal to me. It's like you just think of these distant times and places as being just super incredibly different, they're just people being different in those times, but they're really not. Just the whole idea of a kid being embarrassed that his parents are making him look sort of poor and out of touch by not getting him new clothes when all the other kids get new clothes. To have that be preserved for literal millennia, sort of reminding us that people have always been the same for ages into the past. I don't know, it was pretty fascinating. Scott Lannon says that he started listening to that podcast and he is really enjoying it. So, and thank you for the recommendation. I've been recommending this one to everyone who'll listen. It's one of the best sort of history type podcasts. Where they're really giving you proper scholarly information. There's a lot of podcasts that are just about sort of like fun and commentary and stuff like that. I love those too. But if you're into serious podcasts, Fall of Civilizations is really, really well done. So I guess we'll do Stranger Danger with Donna Adeleke. I'm going to say Adeleke.
The next station is Platt Square.
Cogs, I think I already have tweeted about the Fall of Civilizations podcast. At some point. The Handsome Man. Oh, well. I'm ready for this one. This one's right up my alley. Oh, it just vibrated my controller when the phone vibrated. Let's see here. I'm going to scroll up to all the previous texts. Oh, wow. Go all the way back here. Huh. Yeah, so Vindictive Meek says, that sounds fascinating. Just real quick, Fall of Civilizations podcast. Basically, each episode takes a specific civilization that fell and collapsed at some point in the past, and then does sort of a take on like the history, like how they rose to power, what was unique and special about them, giving you sort of a sense of who they were as a people, including a lot of information about what it was like to just be a normal person, not just the rulers and the generals and stuff like that, but like what it was like to be the people who lived in that society, and then describing what caused that society to collapse and what it was like to go through its little mini apocalypse. So if you're fascinated by apocalypses, it's definitely one to pay attention to. Anyway, I should get into the proper game here. So it looks like I should stay on the right side of the screen probably, because text and things just are in general appearing on the left. Chemtrails are real. You won't believe the chilling evidence recently unearthed, which reveals global consortium. What's this? I just read about it. It's what I was talking about the other day. Seriously? Okay, I opened the link, but immediately closed it when I saw a picture of a gorilla wearing aviators and smoking a J? Okay, that's Bigfoot. Anyway, that's just an ad for another page, not important. Ha ha! Where are you? Feeling a bit ill, so I'm staying home. Bullshit. I know that wrestling thing was on at like 4 a.m. this morning. Moyes was talking about it in maths. Did you watch it? Hell in a Cell, it was awesome. Ha, no. Did Mr. Hughes say anything? Yeah, he properly kicked off. Do you cover for me? No. Hang around mine. You coming? Might be difficult. Haven't done my coursework, but should be able to sneak out. Come on, give me the 3 little dots saying he's talking to me. Come on, 3 little dots. 3 little dots. Nope. Okay.
Got any aces?
Yeah, have my ace.
All right. What about
slipping out without saying goodbye?
All right then. Goodbye, everyone. See you all later.
All right, cheeky. Finish your coursework?
Yeah, basically.
Liar.
Rude. Mum, it's okay if I go out, yeah?
Of course, Puddin'. Say hello to Vivek for me.
Would it kill you to spend some time with your family for once?
I will tomorrow. Love the uniform, by the way.
I think you look very handsome.
Handsome?
You look very tidy, dear.
Wait, cancel the wedding? What? Let's say that just because I want to know what she's talking about.
Are you sure you don't want to call off the engagement, Ash?
Oh, I guess I'm just stuck with her at this point.
Off you go then.
Text me when you're on your way home, love.
Got it. Those two are an item. I had trouble reading the ages of the characters, so I was having trouble sort of figuring out what I was going to assume the relationships were. But what kind of running is that? What? Why are you running like that? Why are you weird? Stop it! This is like, okay, have you seen that, what's that? Oh, it's like some viral YouTube video about like 3 guys just running around the city like weird runs and stuff like that. That's the vibe I'm getting from this. What is going on? I was reading the chat and I just ran into a fence. Yeah, so folks are actually still kind of questioning who's related to who, how from that scene. I was trying to do my best to use dialogue options that would figure it out. I was reading it as mom, sister, sister's fiance. But someone in the chat just suggested it could be mom, aunt, or I should say mum because this is English. Mum, aunt, aunt's fiance. And again, like, it's hard to read the ages of the characters. It's hard to know for sure what's what. Hopefully we'll figure it out more as time goes on. Stranger Danger. So this is called Stranger Danger, but the chapter is called The Handsome Man. So I'm starting to worry about this girl. The Codfather? Nice. And son. Oh.
Bet you £5 I could hit that car over there with a rock or something.
Go on then.
Nah, what if the alarm goes off?
Too scared.
No, I just don't want to upset the neighbours. You don't shit where you eat.
Oh, lovely. Hey, Donna.
Hey, you got here quick.
I thought you were working tonight. Who's manning the Codfather?
Nah, Dad's had to close down for a few days.
Right in the deep fat fryer again.
What?
Don't say that. We eat there every week.
Nothing that exciting. Just a dodgy batch of scampi. Gave some people a runny bottom.
Well, there goes that Michelin star.
Cheer up. At least you don't stink of fish grease tonight.
Are you both finished?
Yeah, I haven't heard the phrase runny bottom before. Folks in the chat are reacting to it. Who are these two?
Did you see that guy just then? The one with the pretty lady?
Pretty lady, eh?
I've been watching him from my window for a few nights now.
Bit creepy.
Internet porn not enough for you?
I keep seeing him bringing home different girls. Boys too.
Sounds like a player.
That's not the weird part. He brings them home, but I've not seen one of them leave.
What are you saying?
Well, I've had my suspicions for a while, but I'm now pretty convinced. I think he's building a guerrilla army.
Nah, he's probably just eating them or something.
Weird sex thing, I imagine.
Oh yeah, I hadn't considered that. Probably a sex thing, yeah.
We should play Knockdown Ginger on him.
What is Knockdown Ginger? That sounds like something that targets gingers.
Let's see if he's on Tinder.
No way. We've got to be all forensic and stuff. Covert surveillance, like your sister.
Emma's only a police constable.
Getting bored. Want to do some gas?
Oh, sweet. I'm up for that.
Do some gas? What's that?
Okay, Becky. What would you rather do? Be put in prison for 10 years, but when you come out you get £20 million, tax-free. Or get the 20 mil up front, but you die when you're 35.
What are you on about?
Come on, which one would you take?
I wouldn't take either. They both sound shit.
No, you have to.
I didn't know what I was about to
take
do.
the 20 million up front, live it up on a yacht.
But you die when you're 35.
Yeah, I know.
Like a really horrible slow death.
Okay, fine. I'll go to prison then.
But it's solitary confinement for the entire time.
That's okay.
And you don't have a bed to sleep on. Just a stone floor with
So this is just a screwing around simulator right now? Like, all I'm doing is just, like, Listening to this dialogue and just throwing stuff?
Oh, just spiders about.
You're just adding stuff to make it worse.
Okay, so John Bloke says ringing the doorbell and running away. That's a knockdown ginger. Okay, got it. Yeah, we just call that ring and run in the United States. So knockdown, that's interesting. Yeah, No On My says they never heard it called that. What else can I interact with over here? Doesn't look like I've got another target. Oh, there we go. So you have to, like, hit the A button again when it's in that little slot. I wonder if it's important for me to figure this out? Or if the same things would happen regardless. I didn't make that one. Huh. I keep missing. I feel like I'm doing it right. Let's go a little early. No. I feel like this is not going to progress until I've succeeded. Yeah, overshooting, like I feel like I'm nailing it. What's the deal? Do I have to succeed? I'm gonna be stuck here forever because I can't get a bottle into a container. This is it. This is the end of the game for us, everybody. Okay, so that's definitely undershooting. Oh, I got it in. I don't know, it was different that time. Am I supposed to notice something? Oh, I've got one more bottle. Okay. So I haven't been looking at the lower left end of the screen. Is there anything new that I can point at? Oh, wait. There we go. We just killed the camera. That might be important. Oh, here he comes.
Check it out. Freaky dude's back and he's all alone.
Not this again.
We should stalk him.
No way! I don't want to be turned into a human kebab.
He is pretty fit.
Always thinking about boys.
Of course. Let's follow him. I want his number.
When he makes high concept art out of your body parts, don't say I didn't warn you.
You only live once. Let's tail the creep.
You know, he's probably meeting with his superiors in the guerrilla army.
Oh, right. So Cannibal Killer is out, Guerrilla Army is back in.
Yeah, I'm coming round to it again.
Poor fella's probably just run out of condoms.
Cannibal murderer, but practices safe sex. Nice.
Could have saved himself a walk. You can get condoms in the loo at the Ploughman's Arms.
I wonder if the entire Guerrilla Army's made up of hotties.
I can't deny, he's one handsome man.
Almost as pretty as you, hun.
Ah, make a boy blush.
This has echoes of Viv's other conspiracy theories.
Wake up, sheeple. There are crazy things going on in this city.
All those 3 months when he went full flat earther.
On that occasion, I was just a victim of fake news.
Is this where I want to be? Or no, down in this... This is the exit.
Never been to this part of town before.
Me neither. Handsome guy's heading for that old building.
I love how obvious we're being right now. I should slow down just to look a little bit more natural instead of going... Oh, there we go. John Bloke says they run like Steven Seagal. I don't think I know how Steven Seagal's run. Now I need to look up some videos.
Guerrilla army's still not off the table. Building looks big enough to be a fortress.
Place is half fallen down.
Maybe he owns the place. You could probably make a fortune converting that into flats.
Okay, but what about all those people he's been disappearing?
They're probably all inside having fun.
What do you think, Becky? Shall we take a look?
I'm game.
You two are mental. What are you going to do? Just walk through the front door?
I think there's another way in.
Wait, what? The thing they're hiding behind just disappeared. Hey! 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 Got it. All right.
Let's try that back door over there.
What's up with that big tree?
Crap, it's locked.
Well, that's that then.
One of those top floor windows are open.
I'm sure we can get up there somehow.
What? I thought they meant the one on the right at first, and I was like, what? No, you can't get up there, but this one does look doable. Does feel like someone designed this building specifically to make this possible. What?
Willing to concede at this point, he might not be the head of a guerrilla army.
This is crazy.
Guy's like an X-Man or something.
Holy shit, we're gonna be rich.
You are?
Get a video of this. We'll sell it to the tabloids. Imagine the likes.
Wait, let's pap him? What is that? What does papping mean?
Let me get a good angle.
Someone explain to me what papping is. Oh, Noamai means... That says it means taking a photo. Delete all this stuff. Delete. Why am I deleting everything? Okay. Holding a bunch of buttons at once. Ah! No, what?
Leg it!
I feel like
this is mental.
She was
Run,
making
you bellend!
She was making that too hard for herself.
Wait! You guys!
Bell End is one of the
Guys, I'm stuck!
greatest fruit
Guys! Help!
Ah. What?
What the hell have you done?
What do you mean? He was gonna attack Donna.
That was a bit of an overreaction, don't you think?
A little appreciation here. I just saved your life.
Dude, bollock naked.
He's not dead, is he?
He's got superpowers. He probably can't be killed.
We got a call for an ambulance.
Whoa, hang on there. Let's not make any rash decisions.
I'm not getting in trouble for this. This was your dumb idea.
Donna, what if your sister finds out about this?
What choice do we have?
We need to move him. Let's get him inside, out of sight.
What? We're tying him up now?
That should hold him for now.
Thank God he's still breathing.
We have to turn ourselves in. This is getting out of hand.
What?
Slow down. Think about it. No one has to get into trouble.
I'm not sure this is a good idea. We'll never get away with it.
Wait. We can figure this out. Shit. Our fingerprints must be all over this place.
We can't let him go.
For the time being, he has to stay here.
Emma?
Where the hell are you? Tell me this instant.
What's wrong? I'm still out with Vivek and Becky.
Well, I'm at Vivek's right now, and you're nowhere to be seen.
Oh, cool. We can walk back together then. That'll be nice. Won't be a minute.
Donna, don't you dare hang up on me.
Well?
Emma is looking for us.
Your sister?
Yeah, she thinks I'm at Vivek's. She's there now.
Emma's at the Codfather.
You need to fix this, Donna. She can't come here. We'll go to prison.
Oh, shit.
Don't worry, Becky. I'll deal with this.
Shh!
Why are you shitting us, Viv?
I was trying to get you to stop saying our names.
Oh, no.
He's awake.
Okay, that's the first chapter of Stranger Danger. So, we've been at this for a while, but I feel like we should give each of the storylines a look before we wrap up the video. So let's try out Paper Dolls.
The next station is Cobbett Square.
This has set up some pretty interesting situations with these characters, though. I am fascinated to see what happens next with each of their stories. Dingwall Tower? Wow.
Dad!
McGirt pointed out we just saw some chemtrails.
Hey, Dad.
I know, I'm running late. Let me get sorted, I'll be quick.
Ready when you are. I did my lunch already, so you don't need to worry about that. And I know you said I couldn't have crisp sandwiches, but I put ketchup on it, so it's one of my 5 a day. Oh, and before I forget,
how to eat.
You know I asked you to sign my homework diary? Well, you don't need to worry about that anymore. I managed to forge your signature. By the way, a friendly reminder, there's nothing in the freezer. Can you go to the shop? Maybe get some of that new mouthwash while you're there. You know, the one with the picture of the dragon on the bottle. It's the best one because it shows all the bits of bad breath in the sink when you spit it out.
Okay, so I just wanted to point out that I was amused by just the number of different unique pieces of UI this game has, like the special cereal bowl and coffee mug or the dirty teeth. Like, they just keep making new UI for stuff, which is amusing to me. Also, this whole thing, like, trying to, like, being really tired and stressed and trying to sit down for breakfast, and there's just a kid that just wants to talk to you the entire time. Very relatable.
Dad, can I get an electric toothbrush for my birthday? My friend Dylan has one.
How?
He said it's really fun, like going on the car wash, but in your mouth. Maybe we could share it with 2 different brush heads, obviously. You need a new toothbrush anyway. Your one has hairs all over it. And it looks as flat as a pancake. Dad, how comes I have hair and you don't? You have some, but it's in the shape of a horseshoe.
Okay, All set?
Phone, Dad.
Phone. Right. Give it a buzz for me, Mole.
Calling.
There it is.
All set?
Let's rock and roll.
Let me check the post. The last one downstairs is a rotten turnip.
What are these tiles?
I don't want to be a turnip, rotten or otherwise.
Is this normal in England to have, like, an apartment hallway with blue bathroom tiles? Now I've lost my child.
Just bills and some post for that man, Jack. What's the deal with Jack's post always coming to us?
Well, it's the same surname and initial. Come on, let's drop it off for him.
Okay. So, chicken dippers for dinner?
Oh, I don't know. Probably should try and be a bit more healthy. How about white fish on a bed of lentils?
Wow, get you, Jamie Oliver.
And then we're hit by a bus. Nope. Okay. Wait, so we live across the street from someplace called Nexus? It seems important.
Hello, Jack.
Oh, hey. Got your post again.
Oh, nice. Cool. Yeah, cheers.
Jack, your clothes look mental.
What? No, they're not.
They are a bit.
They're so tight, doesn't your will get pinched?
Funny kid. Anyway, I have to go. Nice seeing you both.
Do you have any post for us?
Yeah, hand it over. Stealing posts is a crime.
Ah, yeah, I do. There you go. Sorry, it's a bit of a pile.
Cardiology.
Some of these are 2 months old.
You messed up, Jack.
Anyway, I've really got to run.
Don't give yourself a wedgie.
That guy doesn't have his head screwed on properly.
I like him.
Promise me you won't turn out like that.
Don't worry, Dad. Your daughter's a super genius.
Now that's what I like to hear.
Why don't you and Jack be friends? You don't have any friends.
Shazi is my friend.
Yeah, but she's a work friend. You need cooler friends. Friends who jog and have stupid hair.
Okay, so I'm supposed to turn this way, I guess? I just walked off this direction and it just... nothing happened. I just left the frame and I just kept going.
Yeah, your definition of cool is slightly different to mine, Mol.
You were joking about fish on a bed of mentals, right?
You're going to turn into a chicken dipper one of these days. And then they'll lock me up.
Well, that's silly.
I think some of these letters are from social services again.
Don't worry. If they send one of those people around again, I'll shoot them with a machine gun, then push them down the rubbish chute.
Right, see you later then, nuisance.
Don't forget dinner.
Yeah, I made a mental note.
Bye, Dad.
I like the secondary motion on the owl eyeballs. People in the chat are saying this kid is trouble. Especially if she does end up machine gunning somebody. That seems like that'll probably cause some problems. each time the camera changes angles, if I continue pushing the stick in the same direction, the character keeps moving in the same direction. And I think there's just a little bit of hesitation before it responds to a change so that I can get the stick into a new direction before the character starts reacting. Sometimes you see a little jag in the character's movement as I'm trying to correct the stick, but... Pork and pot. That seems like a place you'd find in Seattle. Ash Tandon is playing the Vape Lord? There's somebody named the Vape Lord. Is that really... Is the Pork and Pot a place where you can buy pork and buy pot? Is that really what it is? Because we've got somebody named the Vape Lord? I'm going to buy a ticket first or something? I'm just gonna keep walking this direction. Camera doesn't have to come with me, it's fine. Okay, I guess that's not really the direction I should go. I need to buy tickets here? Can I do something? No? Do I? Maybe I can walk through this. Oh, there we go. Scan that. Alright. I'm actually... Ah, no faces! This guy. I'm like sad to see this guy.
Close shave.
Yeah. Late for work.
This your normal commute?
Sorry, mate, what with that?
Just making small talk.
Sorry, I'm being rude.
Don't worry. See you around.
Ah, the faceless people. Oh, it's that guy.
You bloody idiots!
My phone!
That's expensive stuff!
Are you guys alright?
The screen's smashed. Do you know how expensive these are?
Look, let me help you up.
Get away from my stuff, thief.
What?
I'm just trying to help.
Give me your arm.
Why is this guy having...
You two, what? You were made for each other.
What, did he just curse them?
Hang on, were we just...
Sorry, mate. I've gotta go.
Right.
What was that about? Okay. That was creepy. He cursed us by saying we belong together? Or made for each other is sometimes...
What time do you call this?
Sometimes that can be negative, too.
Sorry, I got held up.
Oh, never mind that. I need your advice on something.
Oh no. Here we go.
So, I met Darren again last night. You know, the one with the funny ears.
Captain Spock.
Anyway, he invited me back to his last night. Finally!
Nice work. Has he texted you since?
Oh, John, bless. No one texts back that quick. So are you going to that drinks thing on Thursday?
Thought you were telling me about Darren.
I'll fill you in on that later. Please say you'll come out. You're the only one I can talk to.
No, I can't. Gotta look after Molly.
Oh, you always use that as an excuse.
I mean, it's not an excuse, it's your real life. So I guess we go here?
Morning, or should I say afternoon?
It's only just gone 9.
9:02 by my watch. Synced to Big Ben.
That's very clever.
Careful, Sunshine. Don't forget who's in charge around here.
You're our supervisor, not our prison warden.
Now all I can think about is Shaz in handcuffs.
Do you even do any work round here?
If you knew the pressure I'm under to hit the new targets, the fact I'm keeping it together is a miracle.
Well, perhaps you need a holiday.
Oh, he's piped up, hasn't he? You better wind your neck in. Don't forget you're on report for all those days off.
Yeah, because he was in hospital.
Shaz.
That's tragic.
Come on.
Oh, I put it in the same place every time, no matter what. I didn't have any control over that. It just happened that way because it was supposed to.
Oh, come on.
Which again raises the question, why is this a game? Of course, I guess...
For Pete's sake!
The discrepancy between me having control and the game not actually responding to my controls, like, that actually does sort of contribute to the emotional feeling of, you know, this guy having no control over his life.
Print, you bastard!
Hello, welcome to technical support. To help us with your query, in your own words, please describe your problem.
Can I speak to a human, please?
Thanks. Did you say you would like to refer a friend?
The printer doesn't work.
I'll put you through to one of our support team advisors.
Finally.
We are currently experiencing a high number of calls. You are number 164 in the queue. Please hold.
Love this guy's life.
All right, 5:30. Let's get out of here.
Can I avoid this man, please?
John, mate, where do you think you're going?
I'm going home.
It's 5 p.m. I think we're entitled.
Didn't you get my email? I marked it as important. You couldn't have missed it.
I didn't see an email from you.
Oh, no, I'm sorry to hear that. Long story short, there's been a bit of a foul-up. Anyway, I need the Royal Oak files completed by the start of tomorrow.
I think it can keep.
No can do. The big man upstairs says it's tomorrow or your department is in deep doo-doo.
I'll stick around and help you out.
Well, it's John's cases. I don't think we should set a precedent of sharing out work.
No, I gotta tell him, like, I got a kid to take care of.
Well, I guess I better get back to my desk then.
What about Molly?
I'll get a sitter. You go home.
Good lad.
All right. Well, if you're sure, I'll see you outside Molly's school tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, Shaz. And remember, it's a school night, so don't get up to too much trouble.
Ugh.
You never sent an email, did you?
Shit rolls downhill, mate.
I really hope that guy gets cursed by somebody with green magic powers.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh wait, was I there? Was he there when I was running her by that area before? It's interesting. Part of me expected to be by the fish place. Dingwall Tower, like... I don't know. Somebody had fun coming up with that name. course the lift's out of order. Of course.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
John Bloke says, I had a boss like him once, 20 years younger than me, and it called me Sonny. He was a dumbass. Ugh,
Dad!
Terrible.
God damn it.
You forgot dinner, didn't you?
Oh, I'll fix you something. I'll throw some things together.
I think there's some jelly in the fridge.
All right, let's have that then.
It's kind of late for you to get back. I've been here since 3 o'clock.
Well, do you want me to get a childminder in future?
Yes.
You don't need a childminder. And anyway, we can't afford one.
Well, I did my homework. Do you want to check it?
Yeah, just let me rest my eyes for 5 minutes, and then I'll sort out food, and then I'll take a look at your homework. All right?
That's amazing. A kid who comes home and does her homework without being told to. I'm probably going to fall asleep without feeding my kid, though. That's going to be garbage. Vindictive Mink says, this is slightly depressing. Yeah, they did a pretty good job of making you feel this guy's life. So come on, something supernatural should happen now.
You two were made for each other.
Right. Wait. What? Is he about to switch lives with this guy? Or something? Did I just switch lives with that guy?
Molly, I'm sorry. I think I overslept again. Wait a minute. Where am I? Molly? Molly, are you here? What the hell is all this stuff? Where the hell am I? What's up with my voice? My body feels weird.
I need to work out, obviously. No? Alright. Is this a bathroom over here? Can I see in the mirror? I half expected to see him come flying out the window. Okay, so now you can see he's in the other body right now. Okay, so we've got split personality, unfaithful, and the prisoner. The prisoner. So, okay, I am fascinated by this. I actually do intend to continue experiencing this story, but we are running out of time. Much like John Smith, I do have family duties to attend to that I can't delay much longer. So, I do want to address something though, because I spent a lot of time. Actually, hold on. There we go. I spent a lot of time. There were multiple different instances where I said things like, why is this a game? Why is this not a TV show or a movie or something like that? And I think that is kind of valid. I mean, there's definitely, if you had this story in your head, so far I haven't seen a reason why it needed to be a game. It could easily have been a television show. The interactivity, has not changed the story. So it's like, this is one of those games where the story is the main thing. A lot of other games are more about the mechanics or skill or strategy or creativity or something. This really is about the story. And if your main purpose in creating this was to create the story, there's many ways you could do it, many mediums that you could use, many media that you could use. One of them is games, another one is television, another one is whatever. And so why did they choose to make this a game? I mean, part of it was probably, they're a game developer and they wanted to tell the story and here's how you do it. But it's easy, I think. Yeah, I kind of feel bad for raising the question so many times because it is easy to just say, well, if my choices don't matter, therefore it shouldn't be a video game. And I hear that a lot, from people, especially, if a game's got a really strong story, they're like, why is this a game? If it's got all these cutscenes, why am I not just watching a movie? And I think, on one hand, that is sort of, it's valid to question that, but on the other, I kind of appreciate actually when someone makes something at the fringes of the medium, right? Like where, this is a game, but you're not sure why it's a game exactly. It's more like a TV show or it's more like a movie. I think if every game aspired to be more like a TV show or a movie, I think that would probably be bad for the industry. But when it's occasional, when like a studio decides to do something like this that is much more like other linear media, it's kind of interesting to me because I like exploring the question of what is it about being a game that makes this experience different from if this was just a TV show. Like if this was just something on like the BBC or whatever, you could still tell the same story, but there's like a lot of subtle little differences, like John Smith's feeling of helplessness because I was nominally doing all these interactive things, but really none of them were interactive. And they all had the same outcome, regardless of my attempts to be creative. I tried to put the stamps in different parts of the envelope, and it didn't matter. He always put them wherever he wanted to put them. And stuff like Mina Hughes being such a jerk. Like the fact that she's a jerk, it would be interesting in another show. But the fact that I could not choose to make her kind, like I felt like I would say a nice thing here, but Mina insisted on like I was always just trying to find like the least negative way to say things, but she was always going to say something that was terrible or just be bad, or just be dismissive and rude to people who were her she saw her as her inferiors. And I was able to be nicer. I was relieved because I was able to be nicer to her son than I was to her coworker. And so that tension between what I expected to be able to do from my habits of playing video games and what the story actually allowed me to do actually did sort of contribute to some of the emotional impact of me understanding these characters' lives. So as much as I kept questioning it, like, why is this a game? Why is this a game? I think that's why this is a game. I think that's the reason that sort of justifies this being a game is the fact that they know that their audience is going to have certain expectations, and they're taking advantage of your expectations as a game player to sort of emphasize some of the emotional experiences that these characters are supposed to have. So anyway, I just wanted to make sure I said that before we wrapped it up, because I kept raising this sort of like common stereotypical question over the course of the thing, like why is this not a TV show if it's going to be linear like this? But I think that's why, and I just wanted to make sure that I said out loud there is a good reason for it, and I think that it's cool that these people have made this thing. So there we go. Vindictive Mink says, well, I don't think you're wrong questioning it. There's still much to discover that may answer the question. And that's true. There may be a lot more going on later on in the story that actually does lean harder into my ability to actually affect the outcome. And I'm really not sure about that. This definitely doesn't feel like... I mean, the controls of this feel a lot like a Quantic Dream game. But Quantic Dream actually does try pretty hard to give you places where you do twist the story in different directions and tell the story your own way. So far, I haven't seen ways to do that here, but that's okay. That's just another artistic choice. That I like the idea that somebody should have the freedom to decide what medium they're using and how they're going to use that medium to tell the story they want to tell or to give the experience they want to give. I don't want to be the person who's coming in here and saying, well, you should have made a TV show. No, they should do what they wanted to do, and it's my job as an audience member to sort of like, I mean, I can decide if I like it or not, but I should take this thing at face value. Take the thing they wanted to create as the thing they wanted to create. So Cogs asks, why isn't there a State of Decay 2 TV show? There are already so many zombie TV shows out there. I don't think one's necessary. I mean, I think that you've got The Walking Dead, you've got Black Summer, you've got Z Nation. Like there's plenty of zombies on TV. And State of Decay 2, what it does, like it's the thing that we are offering the player is not, here's a brand new unique zombie story. Like we're not trying to do that. We're trying to make sort of a something that lands in the middle of zombie lore, in a place where, no matter what zombie stories you're into, State of Decay 2 offers you something that feels familiar. And then it's more about the interactivity. It's more about like your ability to make choices within that world. And that's the thing that sort of is novel. Like, we're like a lot of zombie media already. We're not really forging our own path there very much. We are to some degree. I mean, there are obviously unique things about State of Decay 2, but all of those things are deliberately positioned to sort of be in the same zone. We're not trying to go off in left field in some weird direction. We're trying to be around the middle of the zombie pack, so that no matter what zombie media you're coming from, and no matter what zombie media you like, you can find in State of Decay 2 the ability to sort of try to live that fantasy out in a video game setting. So our game is not nearly so much about telling a particular story the way that that Last Stop is. Our game is much more specifically about doing the things that a video game does well. And yeah, so Cog says there's also plenty of zombie video games out there, but State of Decay 2 is still necessary. Well, that's true, but yeah, that was the problem. The problem we were solving was that there were a lot of zombie video games out there, but they were mostly about just killing the zombies. At least at the time it came out. There's been some expansion of the genre since, but in like 2013, when the original State of Decay came out, there weren't a lot of zombie games out there that were about the experience of living day to day for a long period of time in the zombie apocalypse. And that's what a lot of people were hungry for coming out of zombie media. They were really interested in having that experience of living there, not just seeing another story. And so that's sort of the itch that State of Decay scratches. And so I feel like that's the main value of the IP. And so I'm not eager to I mean, if somebody came to us and said, we want to make a State of Decay TV show, I'd probably be like, interested, but not like, I don't feel like that's what the IP needs. I think that its reason to exist is more about providing what only a video game can provide. What Mosa Track 92 just told me that he's got a State of Decay 2 community that's on day 1016. What the crap? I've never heard of a community that old. That's crazy. I mean, it's impressive. It's cool. I don't want to be saying crazy like in a pejorative way. It's awesome, but wow, I can't believe that. Yeah, Vindictive Minx, I'm really glad you like it. So anyway, I was having this conversation mostly because I wanted to wrap up my thoughts on Last Stop. And I really wanted to make sure that what I was saying about it was something positive and supportive of what they're trying to do, because I think it's really interesting. And I don't want to be the guy who's just sort of like undermining it the whole time when, they're making something different from what I make, but that's okay. I like that. I like that the video game universe is just so diverse. There's so many different things you can do with video games compared with other media. Other forms of media are much more narrow in what you can do with them to some degree. And people who push the boundaries, they have to really sort of reach pretty far to do it. But there's just so much room among video games to do different weird things that I think it's one of the cool things about what we do. So anyway, I promise I'll wrap this up. So let's just do it right now. That was Last Stop. I liked it. It's really cool. I'm going to keep playing. I want to see more about these stories. It's rare for me to find a video game that actually makes me want to see more about its story. So well done, people who made this.